Hi everyone, welcome to day number 20 of my comparison between Genesis Mining and the GAW Miners Hashlets. Hope you're all having a great weekend so far. My weekend's not going too bad. Looking forward to watching the Grand Prix tomorrow in Japan. I wonder if any of you are Grand Prix Formula 1 fans as well. Anyway, let's have a look at the transactions on Genesis Mining today. Right then, so first of all we'll look at the script 1 mega hash payout, and that was 33,375, so that's lower than yesterday again. So yeah, not so good. What with everything that's going on with Bitcoin prices and things like that, you know, it's kind of a bit worrying really, but I'm not too worried just yet. But I'm sure a lot of people out there are starting to get a bit worried about what's happening. The SHA-256 payment today was 14,590, which is slightly more than yesterday's payout. I'll bring up my wallet so you can see. Here we go, the 1459 over there. It doesn't include the zero over here because it's just no point in having it. So that's why there's an extra zero on this one. And then the 33375 over here. There you go. So that's the payouts on Genesis Mining today. So let's have a look at the payouts that I got for the Hashlets. So the first thing I do before I do the payouts is always I'll have a look at the rates today. So the Genesis multi is at the top with 1502 Satoshi per gigahash, and then we have Genesis Guild and Genesis Hash, and then we have the usual Zen pool and LTC pool over here with multi hashlet, clever hashlet, and the Waffle Hashlet second from bottom with the Hashlet bit. So yeah, let's have a look at the payouts. Right then, so the first one we've got here is for the let's see, the Hashlet Waffle, and that is 32,794. So not so bad, but I got a feeling it's going to be very low once the fees are taken out. The next one we've got is another nice payout from the Hashlet Zen, 64,173. So I just have the feeling that the Hashlet Zen's probably going to do quite well again today. And then we've got at 22,398. We've got the Genesis Hashlet, which was basically the multi-pool, which had 2,485, and then the Genesis Guild 19,913. What I did was I was mining on the Guild pool and then noticed on the rates that the multi-pool was the more profitable at the moment, so that's why I switched over to the multi. So tomorrow's payment will be based on the multi-pool. The fees for today were pretty high, a lot high, you know, they're just going up and up, but then that's no fault of anyone's because it's just the Bitcoin versus the US dollar thing. Yeah, so the payout, the fee for the Zen and the Waffle Hashlet was 23,584. That's for each of them, and then there was a payout. There was a fee of 5,896 Satoshi, and that would be for the Genesis Hashlet. So what I'm going to do now is bring up my usual notepad with all the figures on it, and we can just go through and see, you know, which one had the best payouts today. I've got a feeling it'll probably be the Zen Hashlet, but we'll see. Right, so here we go then. This is for day number 20. The Genesis Mining 10 gigahash contract had a final payout after all the fees of 14,590. compared to the Genesis Hashlet 16,502. So once again the Genesis Hashlet had a better payout today, but then like I've said, it has actually got 5 gigahash more now, so it's not so good really. So yeah, it's good that in a way that Genesis and GAW Miners did what they did, obviously, because otherwise, you know, the payouts would have been a lot less. But there you go. Next one is the Genesis Mining 1 mega hash. That was a payout of 33,375, so not a very good payout at all. Not when you look back in the past. I mean, went up to 40s. It's been slowly going down, and when I first started on day number 2 and 3, for example, it was like the mid 40s, the high 40s. Now it's down to, you know, 33,375. It actually is the lowest payout now. yesterday's payout I thought was the lowest so far, and then this is actually lower. Now we'll go on to the Zen Hashlet next, and the payout again was a lovely payout. It was 40,589, so about 7,000 Satoshi more than the Genesis mining 1 mega hash. But the really disappointing payout that I had today was from the Waffle Hashlet. I really wish I hadn't bought this hashlet now. But I did this comparison based on the fact that basically I was buying like for like, so the Waffle Hashlet was the same price as the Genesis mining contract, but the payouts on the Waffle Hashlet have just been terrible, apart from like one day, which was day 15, where we had like a really nice payout. Every payout has just been crazy, and now the Waffle Hashlet's payout today, for example, was just 9,210 Satoshis. That was after the maintenance fees, etc. I mean, that's just crazy. I mean, basically, you almost got double as much as with the Genesis Hashlet. You know, the Genesis Hashlet was almost at 8.95, was actually almost double the payout. And then, for example, you know, you're comparing the Waffle Hashlet to the Zen Hashlet, which is 40,000 payout. So it's, you know, 4 times as much. So you'd have to have 4 Waffle Hashlets to get the same payout from one Zen Hashlet, and yet the Waffle Hashlet is basically what, $4 cheaper. It's just crazy. So I mean, you know, it's just like everything really, but it does go to show you, you know, that basically how good the Zen Hashlet is with the Zen pool, and how also good Genesis mining is. Okay, it's not as good as the Zen Hashlet, but it's still pretty good when you kind of look at what the Waffle Hashlet's doing, and they're basing that on the Waffle pool. So if the Waffle pool payouts are that much, I mean, it must be really disappointing for those that are mining coins and things. I used to mine myself. I used to mine with GPUs, and then I just gave up because it was just not worth it anymore. So that's why I started with like cloud mining companies like Genesis Mining and GAW miners, etc. I've actually started hashing with Zeus Hash as well, just to try that out, and I'll probably be doing a video about that soon. So anyway, yeah, so tomorrow will be day 21, which will be the 3rd week exactly. So what I'll do is I'll go through all the weekly payouts, and then we'll do like what the most profitable coin over the last 3 weeks is as well. So that would be kind of interesting. It'd be interesting to find out. I mean, I've got a feeling it'll be the Zen Hashlet, and then, but you know, it'd be interesting. I mean, if the Waffle Hashlet keeps going, then basically the 2 cheaper SHA-256 contracts are going to overtake it soon. Or maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but I mean, if the payouts on the Waffle Hashlet keep going the way they are, it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. So once again, just, you know, don't forget to like my videos and comment if you want, and subscribe as well, so you can just keep up to date on all my videos.